spotted something. You didn't see nothing.
Sorry, can't.
That's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
Hey, watch yourself. When these two get going, you don't want to get between them.
I always know you've run out of things to say when you resort to mocking my vassals. If we are to speak of treachery, why is it that my scouts see the Scarlet Chorus warriors defecting back to the Vendrian Guard? Your fierce...
Speaking of strategic failures, who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token garrison? For some strange reason, we can't seem to recall which balding hat...
Did I give you permission to speak?
The fire starter has arrived! Welcome, welcome! Our agents tell us such lovely stories of what you did at the Vellum Citadel. Have you come bearing another fragment of Kairos' wrath in tow?
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Eddring. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kairos demands of us all. Modesty is your prerogative, but know that cooperation and goodwill...
No, don't mind us while you trade your gushing praise. We're sure that...
For the 2nd time, Brother Tunon selects you for the glory of proclamation. You should be honored. Tell us, what has the Overlord decided to unleash upon the Oathbreakers? The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive. We'll need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still, and we move to back up Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time, so we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
The Fatebinder is right. We're acting not as leaders, but as children. I've no time for your foolish japes and petty taunts. We should focus on the objective at hand, and that is taking the Mittani River, and then advancing to Ascension Hall and ending this edict.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Thus, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunan's chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
I won't let you down, boss. He'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as he doesn't do anything too
And, Fatebinder, one last thing. We still haven't forgotten how you handed over our agents to the disfavored just before the burning library sparked into being. We would be a fool to believe that Tunan sent us an impartial Fatebinder, but prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
Finally, the fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kairos' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Nerat is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunan favor him in the end. Though the edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us. Now, if you'll leave me be, I have a battle to plan. I imagine duty requires you speak with the chorus further. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until...
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
You learn something every day. Will do. On it. That wasn't so hard. I got it. got it. Sorry, can't. That wasn't so hard.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
Barrick, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
It's challenging enough to experience battle from a courtroom, much less remember the faces of your cohorts. I wouldn't expect you to know me under these accursed blades of rust. It's just my luck that I'm assigned to one of Tunon's legal clerks. I'm sure you think the rules don't apply to you, but I'm counting on you working with me and my squad to stop these Oathbreakers.
I got it.
It's all in the reflexes.
Right.
A grave for Ashe's fallen son, Brennix. Even the Archons have suffered losses during the war. Some more than others. Fatebinder, you look like you need to talk. What can I do for you? It is a symbol of Kairos' will, one that I am not likely to forget. I found this armor. Though we are encouraged to couple and mate within the Legion, I don't consider you one of my cohorts. I think I'll decline. You weren't? Forgive me, it's been some time since anyone made an advance, and I am long out of practice. Suffice it to say, my armor and I will not be separated for the time being. When the war is over, perhaps Tunon will... My armor saved me from the destruction of Stalwart, where thousands of others lost their lives. So you can see why I can...
What do you need? If you insist. What I won't enjoy are the pleasure. Until then, the Scarlet Chorus is most for new. There's nothing in the elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus. We focus our madness. It is, as I. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Do you know? You already know that I memorized the moves of my Scarlet Fury sisters. Shucks.
That's far enough, Fatebinder. You don't know me, but you knew my masters in their final days. I'm told that you and Binder Rogalis arranged for them to die in battle, rather than be fed to the voices of Nerat. A proper duel means something to my people. Thank you for giving my loved ones honor in their final moments. I owe you an apology, Peacebinder, for we have dishonored the surrender that you offered us in our year of defeat. I cannot excuse or defend our action. I leave that to history. But all the same, I am deeply indebted to you for treating my tearsmen with charity and humanity, even in this time of madness. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal. As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release. I see. That is as I feared, but thank you for telling me all the same. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive? My apologies, Fatebinder. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves. You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realm soft. There's freedom, then there's... Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my... Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me...
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back.
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the Citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were... Listen to you, thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when... Yes, Deimos was Ari's brother. That is our way, Binder. Here in the south, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realm, as a rule, fair enough. The edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the edict. What was it? So you will not say. I expected as much. Can it be worse than endless storms or fire? I've another question for you. If you...
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
A shame. But if you have no heart for discourse, in accordance to our ancient customs north and south, let us conclude this truce in peace.
Right.